Degrassi, Chapter 6, Another Woman, Part 1. I looked at her as if she announced the end of war. What? Who wants me? Miss Dillon. I smiled big. I couldn't believe I was being adopted again. That's great, Adam said. Yeah, but most likely she's just going to get tired of me. I shrugged. She wants to meet you tomorrow, and you will be leaving the next day. I smiled, then frowned. Will I still be going to Degrassi? I'm afraid not, Megan. You will be moving to North Virginia. I looked down. Oh. I sat down. I didn't want to leave Adam. He was my world. I looked at the floor. Adam put his hand on my back. I looked at him with tears stinging my eyes. He tried to hug me, but I pushed him off and ran into my room. I sat on my bed. There was knocking at my door a few minutes later. Meg? It sounded like Adam. He opened my door. Meg. You're going to leave me, I said. He walked in and sat next to me. Do you think we can make it? No! You would cheat on me. No, I wouldn't. Yes. You don't trust me? I looked at him dead in the eye. Not to the point where I feel like you wouldn't cheat on me. He looked hurt and scoffed. Fine then. He stood up. I guess we're done. I closed my eyes. I'm sorry, I said. No, Meg, I'm really happy for you. I just wish you know. He trailed off. Then he started towards the door. Adam? Yes? If I come back, you promise me you'll be mine? I don't care if you never come back. I'll wait for you. I smiled, and he walked out. I sat there as tears rolled down my face, and watched him out my window as he got into a car. I opened my window, and then he turns around and notices me. I open my window and call his name. He turns around and spots me. Yeah? Can you come with me to meet my mom? Can you come with me to meet my mom? I don't want to do it alone. Yeah, I'll be there. I smiled at him. My last day at Degrassi was filled with tears and goodbyes. You can't go, you just got here, Imogen said. It won't be the same without you, Fiona added. I hugged them both. I hope you find a whole bunch of bagels, Imogen said. I'll miss you both, everyone. I made a bunch of new friends here, and you all mean so much to me. The bell rang. I had already told Tristan, Maya, and Claire, and Eli I was leaving. I gave them all one final hug. I went to my locker to clean it out. Then I hear an I looked to see who it was standing there. It was Adam. Yeesh. Do you know what time your mom will be here? Her flight comes at 7 and her one tomorrow leaves at 11. Mine leaves at noon. Oh, I read that wrong. Her flight comes at 7 and then her other one leaves at 11. My flight leaves noon tomorrow. So I'll come around 6:30 then. No, I want you to come right after school. He looked at me. I want to spend the most time with you as I can. Before I go, Adam, you're the best guy I ever had. He looked down. I'm still sorry. Stop blaming yourself for everything, okay? He kissed my cheek. I looked at my razor that was in my locker. I was thinking about throwing it away. What are you doing? He said. I shrugged and threw my razor blade in my bag. Let's go, I said. When we get to my house, we sat in my room in awkward silence. He began to roam my room. What's wrong? Are you taking your blades with you? What? I don't want you to harm yourself anymore. What are you talking about? He reached in my bag and pulled out my razor. Oh, yeah. Don't, okay? What? What if you harm yourself too deep and there's no one there? Who will be able to save you? You could die. Adam. I say, I get up and walk over to him and take the blade from his hand. I kiss his cheek and walk over to the trash can. I take a deep breath and throw it away. I walk over to my bed and reach under it and pull out a large shoebox. Adam came behind me and looked so he could look to see what was inside. I open it. He gasped and he gasped. Inside there were 5 bloody razors and a bloody knife, a gun, and a bloody switchblade. The knife had the words "End it all" written on it because I was using it to take a photo. With it in my mouth, with my hair in a messy bun, and making a raw face. It was my face range picture. I tugged on my sleeves. These objects reminded me of the scars on my body. I took the box and put it in the trash. I winced as I did so. I sniffed as tears began spilling down from my eyes. In 10 years, I've never thrown away my stuff, I said, and looked at him, and looked at the ground. But as long as I'm away, I sniffled, I'll suffer just for you. I turned to him. He was standing there, looking at me with concern. Just for you, I said, my voice breaking. I'll never understand you, he said. I looked up at him. Your obsession over bagels, your desire to self-harm doesn't mix. But that's who you are, and I could never love another girl as much as I love you. I'll miss you. You think maybe I could come with you? I looked at him as if he was crazy. Possibly. I still have to get my ticket. And you have to get yours. I have enough money. Okay, if you want to, I guess. But I have to sneak you inside the house. Okay. I look at him. You love me so much that you followed me all the way into the States? Yeah, better than being here without you. What about your family? He shrugged. I don't know about that lady, but I don't want you to get hurt and have no one. I smiled at him. He walked over to me and hugged me. I rested my head on his shoulders. Later that night, I met my mom, and I introduced her to Adam as my boyfriend. She seemed super nice. I told her things about me and stuff. But she left, so did Adam. He said he would leave school early and meet me at the airport. At the airport, I waited impatiently for him. Meg! I turned around to see him with 2 bags. I hugged him. Are you sure about this? I asked him. He nodded. I walked up to the desk and told the lady, 2 tickets for North Virginia flight, please. And she gave us our 2 tickets.